This is artist and calligrapher Denis Brown. Not quite all of my work is composed of letters. One chapter of my new book argues a case for a calligraphy where the writing has been removed, abstracted, yet where a conceptual text is still implicit. I'll read a paragraph. There are no words, no expressive gestures, and no transcription. Calligraphy, for those open to accept the metaphor that this may be calligraphy, is reduced to ink alone, flowing beautifully by itself. I preferred to allow rather than control. I let the ink generate its own calligraphy. My artistic input was as observer and documenter. Nature performed the writing. This was a revealing calligraphy in my experience, almost an enlightenment, an illumination by dark black ink. The work being shown did not make the grade to be featured in my book, but it's more effective in film. The text of my abstract calligraphic mark is conceptual. It is unwritten, yet implicit. I'm placing hot lamps close against the marks. To freeze the ink flow, I need to evaporate water on the page quickly. I've developed a technique to capture delicacies of the flow after the ink has dried. It was customary to decorate medieval European calligraphy with ornamental gilded borders. I'm making a gilt border filled with many letter A's to similarly decorate my abstract marks. Here, the rows of letters without a text become almost superfluous decoration for what I consider the main calligraphy, the abstract ink flow. However, these borders hint at my concept, a playful twist of the medieval custom of gilt borders surrounding calligraphy emphasizes that the abstract mark is the real calligraphy for me. The letters in the border are no more than decorative abstraction. In the beginning was the Word, one of the most mystical phrases in literature. I've written it hundreds of times in different ways. I wonder, where is the Word now? If this is abstract calligraphy, it is nonetheless a concrete presentation of ink. Language itself is an abstraction in that it deals with ideas and concepts. In this sense, to write the word ink on top of this ink stain is more abstract than my presentation of the actual stuff. These works focus on the blood of writing and celebrate ink for its own sake. I support applications that aspire to be guided by text. They are commendable, and I often work this way. However, there should also be a valued place for calligraphy which is free to explore more subtle functions. Not for the sake of an ill-defined self-expression, but to become an autonomous art which may be deep, reflexive, communicative, and profound. My new book, Brown Calligraphy, is much more than a manifesto for abstract conceptual work. It examines every aspect of my calligraphy, from the most traditional pieces to experimental writing in many different genres. I designed this book and self-published. It's one of my works in its own right. Please support this individual enterprise by ordering your copy now.